Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm the chief here in Borinquen Handmade, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I package my soaps and bevel them while doing some story time. I did say in my last story time that I was going to try to do story times at least once a month to tell you about new projects or funny things that's happened to me lately or new things I'm up to. This video is probably up in February. February is my birthday month. I turned 24. I'm almost at the quarter. So for this year, I wanted to add quite a few things to the shop. I wanted to do some body scrubs, some lip scrubs. I wanted to add shower steamers and some bath bombs. One of the videos of this month was me trying out the bath bomb press. It's something I was able to buy because of the competition I won. And so I tried to do some bath bombs and that totally failed horribly. Some of them were really good, but I have to adjust the recipe slightly because it's so humid here that the bath bombs crack. Anyways, another thing that you've probably noticed that I added is shampoo bars and conditioner bars. That was actually my project proposal here in Puerto Rico for that competition I was speaking to you guys about. And I was proposing that we should make a stronger movement to fight against the plastic waste produced by the shampoo and conditioner bottles, because we here in Puerto Rico, we waste over 75 million bottles of shampoo and conditioner a year. It's probably a lot more than that number because in Puerto Rico, less than 10% of all the plastic is actually recycled. So the judges liked my idea and decided to help me start it. And one of 5 that won. The other 4, one of them was a couple, and they proposed a new way to connect researchers with students. I really liked the idea, and especially their presentation, because everything was so interactive. Like the way they did their PowerPoint was extremely interactive, and the transitions between them two was really good too. So they were proposing that, and I like the idea because it's pretty hard here to actually find a professor doing research that you actually like, because they don't really post themselves anywhere, and in order for you to actually get it, you either have to explore the whole world to find them, or you need to know someone. The other idea that won was a project that was already in the making. They already had their prototype and everything. They just needed a little more help in order to finish the prototype and test it. So they created a machine that helped filter harmful microorganisms off of the water, lake water I think it was. And their proposal was saying that a lot of the machines that filter water now don't actually consider some types of microorganisms, and that they designed the machine so that it could, because these microorganisms were the ones that could cause E. coli. I know nothing of science, guys. I'm just telling you guys what I remember of it. This was in December, so my memory isn't that great. So us 3 and the other 2 were a pair of twin brothers that wanted to start a drink business with piraguas. If you guys have ever come to Puerto Rico, piraguas are like shaved ice with syrup on top. But they proposed to make piraguas, but with alcoholic beverages. Like you can get a piragua of a margarita or a mojito or piña colada with rum, stuff like that. And they wanted to make it so it's not with syrup and it's with natural juice. I don't really remember exactly, but I like that idea too. I haven't drank a piragua in a long time. They're very rare now in the tourist areas, so they wanted to make a little business out in Viejo San Juan, which is the capital. So that's the 4th one, and the 5th one was actually a friend of mine that we met in those little seminars and in that competition, because he's from the South. Well, he's currently in the South, and he proposed vertical farming here in Puerto Rico to produce tomatoes, because tomatoes aren't something that we get year round, but with this vertical farming he was proposing, we could produce them year round. He was explaining that since we don't really produce tomatoes year round and more than half of the year we actually import it from the mainland, he wanted to create this vertical farming so we give more importance to the local agriculture. So he proposed that, and it's funny because this guy made his presentation the night before. He was swamped with schoolwork, so he didn't have any time to actually put into the visual presentation. I mean, he knew his information, of course, because it was his idea, his project, but he did everything the night before and he won. And I was like, what? I remember that I told him that, like, the presentation doesn't have to be something out of this world. As long as you know your information, just go with that. And the thing is, he made the audience and the judges laugh a lot because instead of saying tomatoes, he kept saying coffee. And it was funny because it basically went like this. So my idea is to create a vertical farming system where we can produce coffee, tomatoes all year round. And it was basically that. He said he'd say coffee, he'd sigh in frustration, and then say tomatoes with a lot of emphasis. And it made us laugh every time. So yeah, okay, so that happened. Sorry, I explained the whole thing to you guys. This is a competition I told you guys that I thought I wasn't gonna win because there were a lot of good ideas. One of the guys was wanted to make an app to integrate the deaf community more, so we could learn ASL in an easier way, so we can communicate with them and they wouldn't feel left out. And I really liked that idea because he was always so charismatic. He had a really nice projection. He was really good up in the podium. And there were quite a few people who were really, really good at that. This last one is gonna transition into another thing I wanted to speak to you guys about. These two pair of brothers, they wanted to create an e-game sports team here in Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico only has 2 esport teams, Red Roosters and something else. So they wanted to create another one because these 2 teams focus on one certain type of game and they wanted to focus on another type of game. So they were proposing making that team. And I used to be a really avid gamer, so I really liked their idea because at some point I wanted to get a PC to start doing competitions, get better, do competitions, get money, get out of there. So I really liked the presentation because it motivated me a lot, and because it reminded me of when I used to play a lot more. Since my first year of college, I had to stop playing as much because I had to focus a lot more in my studies. And I was also doing archery at the time, and I had a lot of competitions almost every weekend, so I couldn't play as much as I wanted to play, and it came to a point where I just stopped completely. I started gaming again like in 2018 when I got for Christmas a Switch. So I started playing Smash Bros with that one, and my main in Smash is Marth. And that's how I slowly started getting into gaming, but I got into that point of my life. So we all some of us start off playing first shooter game or player versus player games. And then when you get to a certain age, you just start playing farming games and indie farming games. And I was at that point of my life playing farming games because, don't get me wrong, I love a good farming game. So that's basically what I played. I stopped playing Smash. I played a little bit of Fire Emblem. I finished that game. I played Zelda, finished that game. And now I'm just playing, in my Switch, I'm playing farming games. I'm waiting for my Summer in Mara and Animal Crossing to come out because I want to play those games. Anyways, since I got my computer, I started playing League of Legends because I used to have a friend that played it quite a lot. She even had like her little guild thing. Like they'd all call each other up, and they'd be, oh hey, we're gonna play Saturday at this time. You should get on. And they all had their specific character and their specific role, and they all knew how each other played. So yeah, she really loved that game. So once I got my computer, I checked out League of Legends, and I've only played it for, well, if this video is coming out in February, like a month. I've only been playing it for like a month. My first day, I was extremely horrible at it. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I didn't know any of the commands. I still don't know all the commands. So I was really pretty bad. By my third day, I played around 3 to 4 matches a day. And if the team is good, that ends really, really quickly in about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. But if it's evenly matched, then it can take quite a while for the game to finish. Anyways, the thing is that I only know how to use one champion, and it's one of the first ones they give you. The only one I know how to use is called Ari. And guys, you need to be fast when you choose your champion before a game, because someone else might use that champion. So I wasn't fast enough in one of the games to grab Ari in Spanish, Ari, and someone else locked her in. So I had to grab someone I'd never used in my life, and I sucked horribly because he's a close ranger, and I'm not good with close combat. I usually, in any game, I always go for the mages, the one that use magic and stay at a distance and support others, the assassins, whatever. So the thing is, this person locked in Ari before I could, and I got stuck with Lee Sin, I think his name is. I got stuck with Lee Sin, and supposedly he's one of the best champions in League of Legends. But let me tell you, I sucked. I probably died like 20 times in that game. But guess who sucked harder than I did? That's right, Ari did. I spent most of the game screaming at my monitor and saying, if you didn't know how to use Ari, why the heck did you grab her? Because every time I encountered her in the map, Ari in the map, she'd be running away from the opponents, and I'm here like, our job is to fight opponents. Where are you going? So after that horrible experience with Lee Sin, I'm a lot faster at locking in Ari. The last game I played since recording this, I was able to lock in Ari, but I got so mad because someone was stealing all my kills. That's how you call when you defeat. It should be called defeat because you don't actually kill them, they just respawn. So he got all my last hits. Just imagine this guy hiding in the tall grass, picking his head off the top and looking at me while I unleash the fury of all my power on them. And when I retreat, so my mana regens, this guy swoops in and gives him the finishing blow every single time. Every single time. He did not help me at all. He just stood at a corner and waited for me to do my job, and he just went and stole my kills. So he got like 15 of my kills. I got 12 in general on my own because nobody wanted to be with me at the bottom lane, so I was alone and I had to do most of the heavy lifting. Me and another player did most of the heavy lifting. We got 6 champions on our team and 6 champions on the other team. So the thing is, us two were basically dragging the team while this guy kept stealing my kills, leveling up a lot faster than me because he got the last kill, so he gets the most experience points. So the thing is, we won the game. Super cool, nice. And this guy voted me the most friendliest player in the game, and he didn't even know that I was cursing him the whole time. I think he didn't know he was actually stealing kills from me. He just thought he was helping me. He was probably saying, oh wow, this girl plays really well, wow, I'm so happy I went with her, I'm dying a lot less or something. And I was here like, yo Lil, stop taking all my kills, I swear I'ma find you. I forgot how much I raged in games. So, but I had fun. I had fun. I forgot how much I liked gaming. So hopefully now that I'm free until August, I'm gonna play a bit more often. And when I don't have anything soap related or I don't have to edit any videos, because at least today I'm going to be doing this voiceover, editing it to export the video over to YouTube and schedule it. And I did another video I made that I'm probably gonna have to voice over too because my camera shut off. So anyways, that's one of the most recent things that's been happening to me. I wanted you guys to know about the competition because it was something that's pretty big on my business life. So, yep, it was a really nice experience. So, I think I've spoken enough. I'll stop boring you guys. Thank you so much for listening to this video. If you have any fun facts about you, if you play, please do let me know. I'd like to know you guys a lot more because I feel like you guys know me quite a bit, but I don't know enough of you. So I really like to create a rapport between us. So please do comment down below. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't. If you like story time, do let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in my next story time.